solo upland hunt. Our waterfowl sit this morning didn't go as planned. We got short stopped in the field, and then as the train of geese kept coming off the lake, they all kept going to the geese that had short stopped us. So I ended up walking them off and they left, but nothing else was really flying from the lake anyway. Lots of migrators today, but obviously they're going to water first. So on the way out, I kicked up a bunch of partridge and kind of got that fire going in me again of gonna go chase some upland. So just gonna go out and walk, try to kill a Sharpie. I've never shot a Sharpie before, so we saw a bunch yesterday, and some Huns, and maybe we can knock down a couple roosters too. So gonna head up to the first spot here. I know there's been some Huns in here, and I know there's been some roosters over here as well. So we'll see what these walks bring us. Shooting a Franke 20 gauge, Affinity 20 gauge today. It's not ready for that. Rooster. First North Dakota rooster. Pretty bird, young bird, this year's, but missed the Hun, but didn't miss the rooster, so that's good at least. All right, so spot number one, just a little quick walk. I hunted this a couple days ago, so I knew that there were some Huns and some roosters in here, but was able to get one rooster out of there and missed the covey of Huns. Was not expecting them around that corner, so they've been on the other side, but I would assume they were probably just out in the sun kind of bathing today, so keep that in mind. We're gonna push on to another spot and go see what we can do there. There's enough Huns around that I'm not gonna chase this flock clear down the hill, so I know that when we've been out scouting waterfowl, every night we've kicked up 4 or 5 coveys of Huns, so I'm sure it'll probably jinx me now, but anyway, we're gonna go give her a roll. There he is. It's my first ever Sharpie. Got her done. We got another one that I knocked down over here. We're gonna go take a look for, but they were flushing all over out of here, so we'll I'll just keep walking this field, I guess, and see what we can take care of, see what we can get done. Oh, there he is. Dead as can be. Oh, there's number 2. Super pretty birds. Feathered feet. Man. One more to go. There's a whole stack of them in there too. I mean, I know there's more. I can keep walking this down and down and in through there. They're just out in the middle of this open. Looks like it's canola, but so I was driving along, kind of just checking my brother-in-law's places, and one of the guys had told me at one point in time that there's quite a few Sharpies over here. So I came over here and just driving along, kind of looking along, and all of a sudden the Sharpie jumped up, set right back down. But I'd only seen the one, so I jumped out, and all of a sudden you got a rise of 20, 25 of them. So, and then some came out late too, so probably head down through this field and see maybe if I can't crack another one out of there. I just got out of my 3rd spot, and I can hear a bunch of partridge in here calling back and forth, so should be some partridge in here at least, and maybe a couple Sharpies. And I'm right next to a cornfield, so might run into some roosters too, but I'll give it a go. Sharpie, probably could have shot it, but it was a little long. So it's my boy's birthday back home, but we actually changed the time. I was supposed to call him at like 4:45, but we changed it to 6 o'clock. So I'll set an alarm for 6 o'clock. Make sure I get him called on time. It sounds like those Huns might be out in the corn. Oop, there they go. They're right on the backside of this hill. I assume there's not any stragglers, but I'll go check it, I guess. I don't have any wind cover, so makes it tough to sneak up on them. Sharpies there. Chase those. Missed there, that was a long go. Man, I just kicked another covey of partridge up. They went that way. I'm chasing another one that's out here in this regrowth. So I'll go ahead those here and I'll go that way next. Got two out of there. Wasn't very good shooting on my part there at the end. Oh, there's my first. There's my first one. My second one should be right in here somewhere. So here's the second partridge that I knocked down. So there's number 2. So I've got a rooster, 2 Sharpies, and 2 partridge now. And I know there's a couple more, there's another covey that went up here. And I know there's a single that went back down over here. So I think we'll walk up this way and see if we can kick this covey up again and get one out of it. Let me see if we can pick up a Sharpie. And maybe go look for some roosters. And there's my limit. Got that one. Oh. There's my limit of Huns. Man, there was a bunch of coveys in here. I bet there was 6 or 7 coveys and a bunch of coveys. I mean, good sized coveys. So there's my 2 Sharpies and my rooster. 1 Hun. 2 Huns. And 3 Huns. Alright, so let's drop the birds off the car. Like I said, I got 2 Sharpies, 3 Huns and 1 rooster, so I can shoot 1 more Sharpie and 2 more roosters. But probably my last walk here, so I can get back to Katie and go give the boy a call so we wish him a happy birthday. Another Sharpie. 2 of them over there. It's gotta be getting. There goes that one. It's gotta be getting pretty close to their roosting time, I'm guessing. Looks like they might be roosting in that tree over there. That's exactly what they're doing. There's a tree over there. They're flying up to roost over there. Well, I just knocked another rooster down. He came up in an area he really shouldn't have been, but he's out in the middle of this oat field. I've been watching all kinds of Sharpies take off and try to roost. They're actually trying to roost in these 2 trees right here, but when I came up over this hill, there's probably 20 of them in there. But I was watching the Sharpies. He took off next to me. Missed my first one, hit him on my second, knew his head was up. I went down hard, but I knew his head was up. Went running to the top of the hill, he was gone. I saw him go through a gate gap and then head into this stuff, which is a big old rock pile in there. I found a bunch of feathers and stuff, but you can tell they've been roosting in there too. There's all kinds of poop and stuff in there. But sucks, man, but it's part of it, unfortunately, especially when you don't got a dog with you. Just need to do better about getting them killed on that first one. The first one was kind of a gimme shot. Well, I'm almost back to vehicle here. Not a bad afternoon. Got lots of exercise in. Walked about, I think, like 3.25, according to my iPhone. Was able to limit out on Huns. Shot 1 rooster. Unfortunately, lost a rooster. And 2 Sharpies. And honestly, I think I was just a little late to the Sharpies. The first 2 were kind of gimmies, and then from there on out, I think you just got too late in the evening. They were going to roost. I could see them landing in trees and going to roost. And they were all out in the middle of the fields feeding. We're on the edges and stuff, so it was hard to do by yourself. But overall, successful day. Had a blast. My only goal was to kill a Sharpie. I've never killed a Sharpie before. We just don't have them in Iowa. And to be able to kill 2 of them and then limit on my Huns and shoot a rooster is just a bonus in it. So sun's going down, and that's it for this video. Thanks for watching another episode of 10-7 Outdoors. If you guys would, hit like on that video, subscribe to our channel. It's free and helps support us, and drop a comment below and let us know what you thought.